What's up, gamers? It's another Fun Day Monday replay for you here. This is NemesisFire versus Utumno. The map is Arena, the craziest of all the maps. If you're unfamiliar with Arena, it has got this insane just rush across right here, so you're very, very close to your opponent. Yeah, in the chat, they know it's going to be a bonkers game. If this were any sort of normal straight up game, then yeah, this map is good for rushes. It's also weirdly quite good for a macro game because it's very easy to hold this area. It's very easy to defend this. This is a narrow choke, and if you do defend it, the walk around is miles. So you know you can get up to 3 bases, park your army somewhere about here, and defend all 3 of them very, very easily. It's also got this island that you can fly stuff out to. It's got gold bases. Well, it's got gold on the opposite side of the map, so you know it's a good map for a hidden ninja. It's also enormous, but look at the way it spreads. It spreads out to the side. It's a very bizarre map. Anyway, this is Fun Day Monday. This is a monobattle. It's monobattle week. So these guys are limited to single units, and the units have been chosen by their opponents. I think the rules state that if you're choosing a unit for your opponent, you're not allowed to know what they've chosen for you first, so they both choose independently. And it must be a unit that is capable of winning the game, so you're not allowed to choose something that actually can't shoot buildings or something weird like that. So, I believe the units are Cyclone and Thor. That's what we're going to be seeing from these players, but I don't know which way around it is. So, NemesisFire. What? What's needed? I don't know what's needed. Tech tree. Alright, okay. He must have asked a question in the... He must have whispered it in the chat rather than in the gameplay. Yeah, some sort of query about buildings. Utumno only mining 2 from each gas, which would make me suspect that he is the Cyclone player, because if you're trying to get to Thors, you're going to need a lot of gas, and you're going to want to be mining that gas as much as possible. However, where is the factory? Where is the factory for NemesisFire? You dog, NemesisFire, you dog! And another SCV coming across. We are going to see a second factory go up. This idle SCV, what's it going to do? Will we see a third factory? Is this going to be some sort of crazed rush? Are there going to be 3 cyclones knocking at Utumno's door any second? I have no idea. The production tab shows us what's happening. Both players building factories, both players building tech labs on their existing factories. Very soon unit production will start, and we will see which player is which in terms of who's the Thor and who's the Cyclone. NemesisFire is dropping this armory. So straight in for the armory. The armory is where you do upgrades for mech units as a Terran player. So engineering bay not required. The engineering bay would be upgrades for your biological units like marines, marauders, those types of things. This SCV is eventually going to kill this tech lab sometime around next June. Okay. Now being just away by this other SCV. Yeah, what an interesting setup we have here. So these 2 are building. Here comes the Cyclones. So Cyclones, you know, you could argue that NemesisFire is going to gain an advantage here because Cyclones are much quicker to build than Thors. He will be able to get these Cyclones out. He will be able to, yeah, he's going to have at that. The Cyclones should be able to break in. Utumno, get on the gas, man. Utumno not building any Thors yet because he doesn't have an armory. No, Utumno, where is the armory coming down? It is, armory is required for Thor. So this Cyclone really wants to target these SCVs down because it'll see them off really, really quickly. Yeah, this is a problem. This is definitely a problem for Utumno. There are more Cyclones on the way. This early pressure is going to be seriously difficult to hold. I think this is almost going to be impossible to hold. You need to get another Thor building here. Unfortunately, these Thors, are they ever going to come out? I think the Cyclones are going to be able to see these factories off before the Thors even come out. I don't really know. Would you target the factory? I think you probably would, because you know that he is only allowed to build Thors. You know that if you can deny this Thor building, that it's basically game over. These SCVs haven't a hope against the Cyclones. The Cyclones are so fast, their range is so large, so he is just trying to repair this factory. He's hoping that one Thor will be able to take on all these Cyclones, but it won't. The range that the Cyclones have is huge compared to the Thor. If these are well microed, they can all lock onto this Thor, and they can then just move to the edge of the screen. Okay, no micro required. This Cyclone surviving with 4 hit points. It is game over. Arguably, he could force a draw here if he could fly a building into the dead space here. Obviously, Cyclones can't fly, and they would be unable to kill that building. Wouldn't be massively sportsmanlike, but you know, all's fair in Fun Day Monday. Okay. Yep. I can. Well, your economy's not that bad. I mean, your income isn't great, but you know, you've got some in the bank. Unfortunately, what you don't have is a base, and what you don't have is any units. These Cyclones need to be targeting the flying building here. They need to make sure it is on fire, so that it can't fly into the dead airspace, and it isn't going to make it. It is going to burn down pretty quickly. Quite a lot of damage output from these Cyclones. That's got to be GG, man, and shortly this game will be over as soon as these buildings are destroyed. I don't think Utumno has anything left. Well, there you go. Fun Day Monday. GG.